Hello, and welcome to the fourth installment in our KARDcast series. This will be KARDcast 4. Basically, this is a series where basically anytime KARD comes out with anything, we cover it and give it in its own dedicated video. So this week we're going to be using this as DaebakCast topic 1. So you'll be getting this video instead of that. And then after that, we're also going to be covering the album in an album review, so you can look forward to that during the regular episode.
Yep.
Now, in this video, we're going to be doing a reaction to KARD's new MV, which, might I add, was agonizing not watching all day.
How long has this been out for already?
So, 18 hours.
Yeah, it's been out for almost 24 hours, but we're late because we're adults with responsibilities and work.
Well, here's the thing also. I usually, most of my media consumption is on YouTube. It keeps popping up everywhere.
I keep getting notifications. I'm just like, stupid notifications, stop.
It's both versions of MV are too. The 1K and the KARD one.
I had to stay off Tumblr. I had to stay off Tumblr because everyone was making gift sets. I couldn't check people's freaking Instagram stories because Paige, my one friend from the met at KARD and day 6, she was taking screen caps. I was like, why is everyone trying to spoil this music video for me? Okay, let's get it over with though. Let's just hit the play button.
Let's react. Hit the playback.
Yep, let's do this.
I got it. What is ETN?
Huh?
What's ETN? I don't know that network.
No idea. Can you actually see it, Jacob?
Yes.
Was BM wearing a wife beater?
The hotel scene there reminds me of that BTS video.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if it's the same place.
It might be.
Ooh, red
with a different sign. Or they made the similar set or something.
Yeah.
Dude, the vocals in this are already great. Oh my god.
So much more chill.
She looks interesting.
It's the thumbnail.
There's a dichotomy between her hair being curved and straight.
J.seph.
I like it like curly or wavy.
The music video quality is their best so far. That's for sure.
Yeah, definitely. This is way high production.
Yeah.
It has actual sets. It's not like a box.
They probably made tons of money off those tours. So
yeah, that's probably why. Yeah. Or DSP is like, oh shit, we really need to invest in KARD. They're all we got.
Yeah. Dude, their outfits in this part with the plaid outfits, those are great.
Yeah. I go.
She reminds me of
DSP is just giving people more ship fodder by just having them separate and hanging out in bedrooms and acting like couples. But I don't like it.
I wonder what the duality between the two units represents in the music video.
J-Unit.
Fan theories.
Someone reminds me of Hyuna in the Triple H music video.
She does look.
It's probably the hair.
It's definitely the hair.
Yeah, the messy
hair and the makeup
hairstyle.
God, why do they do
Someone's
this?
eyes in that set. Oh my god.
Hey, who needs an eye contact version?
Oh my god, I do.
BM eye contact. He's drunk.
Is he even old enough to drink?
He's got beer. Huh? What'd you say?
Again?
Now he's a zombie.
Oh, he's a zombie.
He's dead now.
He's a zombie.
It's
Wait, what?
I'm so confused.
Did they kill them?
Are the girls doing that?
Yep. Oh, she's gonna.
Okay.
Oh,
I thought
it was a straight razor, and then she was gonna cut his throat.
Yo, they're harpies. They kill men.
Yeah.
What does this neon sign say? A-P-E-G-O?
Arpeggio.
Arpeggio? Arpeggio?
I don't know. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I thought it said Aegyo at first.
Aegyo? No. It's only a P.
Yeah, it is. Apago? I don't know what that is.
God, I hate 1K. Why do you keep having these pop up all the time?
Get your overlays out of here. Music video's not even over. Yeah, Pego.
That was awesome.
I wonder, I don't know. Maybe it's like Portuguese or something. I don't know, since they have so many fans in Brazil.
Oh.
Brazilian Portuguese.
Maybe. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I don't know either. Yeah, that was really good.
That was absolutely great.
Definitely their best music video.
Yeah,
I don't know about song yet.
Yeah.
Wait, don't hit
I'll have to listen to it more.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let it play in the background, so.
First impression on where it is, it's probably, no, I don't know. Probably like middle. It's just in the middle. It's not don't recall level.
Like,
but
that's what I said in my thirst of thoughts too.
Yeah. It's not as bad as Rumor I
Rumor
like,
wasn't
but
bad.
it's not.
Rumor's my second
Rumor's
favorite.
not really.
Of the title
Rumor's
tracks.
my least favorite, but it's not bad. It's just in terms of KARD, it's my bottom of the barrel.
I think
I like this better than Rumor.
I think for me, I found that I like KARD's more like edgy tracks better, I guess. So I usually place them above and the other ones below. Even though I love, like, literally, I listened to the album, not a single song is bad. Again.
The new album? Yeah, no, the new album's insanely good. I think it's better. I think it might be better than Ola or Ola Ola.
Yeah, but with this, I don't think I'd still put it over like Don't Recall or Oh Na Na.
It's definitely not better than Don't. It's not my. I don't like it over Don't Recall. I can't decide with Oh Na Na or Ola Ola yet.
I mean,
I have those like
pretty even.
I need to listen to it more.
No, like I've listened to it a fair bit already. Like, music video doesn't really change it much. It's definitely up there in terms of like production value. And I mean, I'm sure there's somebody that's gonna do like an IGN, like pause the video and like zoom in on every goddamn detail.
Rewind theater.
Rewind theater on this. Like, okay, like.
We could do that if we make a music video theory or something.
Music video theory.
Yeah.
Like, this totally means that, I don't know, like somebody's gonna make some crazy fan theory having to do with like them as groups, but
and it's the same hotel that's in Spring Day, so now they're connected to the BTS
cinematic universe.
Yeah.
It's just like freaking BTS and KARD are in the same,
K-pop cinematic universe.
Yeah, where's
KPCU?
Where's that crossover, man?
Well, it's in the DCEU, unfortunately.
When Blackpink is in the DC. So technically speaking, Justice League is in the K-pop cinematic universe because
oh my god.
Well, the K-pop cinematic universe is in Justice League universe.
Yep. Yeah.
But unfortunately.
But anyways,
any other thoughts?
Like the visuals in this were really I really appreciated
I really
them.
like the darker, edgier stuff.
Not only does it have like a darker theme, but like even stuff like the lighting and the cinematography and stuff like that is really,
it's like
really nice.
Yeah, the colors,
darker.
It is.
And especially the shot there where they're in the red room with the blue and red floor. Like that looks really nice and crisp.
Okay, so that you get your KARD box, if I can find it. Yeah, it's probably like the only thing that sort of contrasts in terms. Oh, and then there's like lighting effects which are nice.
They made it dark.
Nice Steadicam work right there. Another more good Steadicam work right there. Yeah, I'm surprised at like how high quality the music video is in comparison. And I guess it seems like there's more of a straightforward story that they're trying to tell in terms of this style of music. I know all the other music videos are supposed to have stories, but they're just kind of like wacky nonsense that somebody tried to like make like conspiracy theories about. But yeah, this definitely seems more narrative driven. I still don't know why the title is called You and Me.
Oh.
You and Me.
I mean, we'll have to go through the lyrics.
Yeah, we'll have to definitely
more of
look
what
up
it's
the
about.
lyrics. Yeah, how many times do you think someone accidentally like
cut BM's face with
like,
the razor and not know? Yeah, who knows?
It's probably a fake.
It's probably not. Yeah, it's probably not even a real razor.
That's true. But yo, I'd be sweating so hard. It's like, don't cut me.
Yeah, I still don't know why they turn into zombies.
Another thing I find interesting is they really like in those shots with Somin like acting all like drunken and stuff, they like lowered the frame rate severely to sort of accentuate
Okay,
that.
they did.
That's like a
I
popular
thought
like 90s sort of thing. It's
I wasn't sure if my video was like buffering.
It's a purposeful sort of like
okay.
slowed down frame rate sort of thing.
Yeah. It's just a visual effect.
Yeah. But
yeah,
the thing that's impressive though is they built this entire. I'm pretty sure this entire like hotel is like a set. They built an entire like set. Like whereas I don't know. I mean, Rumor was just in some like abandoned building.
Yeah, it was just in like a parking garage.
I don't know, like in random like high rise on like something like that, or like some like balconies or whatever. And then Don't Recall was in that box sort of thing. Yeah,
Don't Recall was just a very simple set.
Well, I mean, Don't Recall made good use of the
it was really good.
They had with the lighting effects and whatnot.
Yeah.
I still can't get over this look.
She really looks like Yana.
Holy shit. Yeah, definitely. That's weird. Just like
I wonder if we'll get performances in these outfits.
No, hell no. That's not career approved. You kidding me? Maybe in their like these like men like these tailored outfits that they have. If I could find the box again.
Oh, I hope so.
It's probably
with those ones,
in this. So.
Especially or J.seph suit from the other room.
The heck is BM
wearing? BM's I don't know. It's like he has like a cut. He has
like a crop top.
Top.
It's a crop top turtle. It's a crop top turtleneck with like a white shirt underneath.
You're talking about the?
No, not the white beater.
No, not the white in the dance performance. Yeah, like. It's a
I think it's just the black and white shirt. Are you sure it's two different shirts?
No, it's two different shirts because he lifts it up.
Oh, yeah,
or like it comes up when he's dancing during one part.
Yeah, so I don't know what they're doing.
Well, it's interesting, I guess.
It's definitely interesting. Is J.seph wearing the same thing?
No, he's wearing.
He was in the back
during
those
suit,
shots. So.
He might be. I don't know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they killed them or something.
Yeah, the girls killed them. Like, otherwise, like maybe they died and the girls are like still obsessed with them.
That makes sense in like real life too. So like, they probably want to kill them. They're probably very annoying.
Yo, this is probably some type of like
in a good way.
This is some misdirection. They're actually shipping Somin and Jiwoo together. They killed each other. They killed each other.
Gonna pull a K-Will on me.
It's like that one. It's like that one movie where everyone promises to kill their boss. It's like except they promise to kill each other's spouses. I'm pretty sure that's already a K-pop music video plot where they kill each other's spouses and then they end up in like a lesbian relationship together or something. Like wasn't it like a Sistar music video or something?
No.
I have no idea, but there's
I'm pretty sure Sistar One More Day was just like they killed the dude and they ended up in a lesbian relationship with each other or whatever because the guy was abusive. So
I feel like I recall this somehow.
You don't?
I do not. I don't recall.
We'll just look it up later. I guess closing thoughts since we basically sort of exhausted this.
It's KARD.
Yeah,
it's great.
My closing thoughts, like a lot of people rip on KARD for having like the same style, but it's actually like a unique style though. Like you can hear one of their songs and it sounds like them.
I guess it's just like sort of teasing my thoughts for the rest of the album. I'd say that with KARD sort of taking this new like direction, or at least they're trying to take a new direction, I believe the title track is sort of like the best example of them sort of incorporating their old style while sort of taking a step like out of their comfort zone. Yeah, which is nice. So, well, we'll get into the review. Well, you guys see it from like I don't know, like 4 or 5 days from now, but whatever. Yep. So
yeah.
Anyway.
So yeah. Thanks for watching. Look forward to our review. That'll be up soon. So
yeah, the album. Yep.
If you see this prior to, if you see this prior to the 28th, then you'll wait till then. If you see it after November 28th, then it's already up, so you can look forward to our review.
Yep.
So yeah.
10 out of 10. KARD's perfect.
10 out of 10.
The music video?
Everything.
Yes.
Oh, you'll see. All right. Stay creamy. Stand KARD. Bye-bye.
Stay throbbingly creamy.
No, stop.
Hello, and welcome to DaebakCast, episode 46. This is a weekly podcast where the three of us come together each week to talk about K-pop, whatever's current. Sometimes we do album reviews. This week we got 2. And And then we also have topics of discussion, which this week we have one. And then just for you audio listeners, last week by the time you're watching this, we already released part 1, which would be our KARDcast part 4, which was basically our music video reaction to KARD's newest music video. So if you care about our thoughts on the MV, you can go back and watch that on YouTube. And the rest of it here will be for you, the album review, and then another album review, and then yeah.
If you're watching on video, just ignore all of this right now. We're just
this is just for audio people.
This is for audio listeners on SoundCloud.
Yep. So without further ado, I'm joined as always by Nate.
So I was gonna do BM's whole rap from Trust Me, but it's really long, so I'm just gonna say Trust Me.
Okay. And Andrew, who usually has 3 things.
L-Watch 2017 has finally ended. I present to you the... if I can get it out in time. The Nike Off-White. Why is it backwards? Okay, I guess we'll go into that.
It's not backwards.
It's not backwards on my screen, yeah. The Nike Off-White Air Max
I like how
97. Huh?
I like how it just tells you what it is.
Yeah, because it has like, so it's like, okay, this is made of an aerosol, this is made of foam, this is made of like a certain type of material, and then here in the back, you don't know how crazy it, like, I keep checking like how much like resale price on this is. Like I was just like, I paid about like $210. Resale price is $550 right now. Not even joking.
Jesus. It'll probably go up too after a while.
Yeah, like this is like in shoe collecting you have grails. Like this is a holy grail right here. Like it's so hard to find a pair of these. That was my excitement. Anime NYC was over the weekend, which was amazing. I mean, it's a lot smaller than your Comic-Con is, but I appreciated it. I wore a Doki Doki Literature Club shirt, and I got you guys those. Actually, I have them like over here. Oh, I have 2 mouse pads.
Ooh.
One is of like StarCraft, and the other one.
Yeah, StarCraft stuff.
Of course.
Diva.
That's
nice.
for you too.
With Doritos.
Like she even has Doritos and like
Mountain Dew.
And like Xbox
Amazing.
Mountain Dew. And also like there was this really cool like artist that I saw in Artist Alley. She had like some streetwear art, but if I liked her Instagram, basically she went to Japan.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, these are actual photos that she put like anime characters on. This is like Naruto.
Yep. Naruto, yeah.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool, yeah. And grounding it off with the anime, just really sad news over the past week or so. This dating, well, at least when this podcast came out, the voice actress of Bulma, Hiromi Suru.
From Dragon Ball.
Yeah, she unfortunately passed away. She wasn't even that old. Like, she was like in her...
She's 50-something.
Yeah, it's really sad. Especially for someone that played such an iconic like female character in anime, so she will be missed, definitely.
I mean, I did some calculations, and there's something like 590 episodes of Dragon Ball so far. So like that's like 30 years of influence right there, you know?
Not too many people can say they've been in like 500 and something episodes of a single show for like their 30, like that's a huge part of like she is Bulma. Like it'll be impossible to separate her from that character. So yeah, rest in peace.
Yep. So with that, we already did topic 1, which again, go back, check that out on YouTube. It'll probably be our most popular video by then.
Yo, the people that are watching
it's not gonna pass. It'll never pass Knowing Bros.
Yeah. I think it will. But anyways, topic 2.
The people that are watching like the full version of this are gonna be so confused why we introduced ourselves twice. But don't worry about it. Okay, let's just get into the review.
So anyways,
we didn't introduce ourselves during. Well, we kind of did.
Anyways,
it won't be that
get
confusing.
into it.
Topic 2, which is the follow-up to topic 1, the album review of KARD's You and Me.
Yep. I have an eyelash in my eye or something. It's very annoying.
Yo, that's the worst.
Okay. So, yeah, KARD's You and Me, second mini album. First track is Into You, which could be the title track. Granted, I think overall this whole album, every song could be the title track.
They did it again. Like
I was gonna say, Jacob, you said this during Ola Ola review. You said someone listening to this, like with this being their first intro to K-pop, Ola Ola, it's gonna put too high expectations because all the songs are like singles, but this whole album is like single quality tracks. So. Yep. Like you said, they did it again. Like this whole album's just ridiculous.
My first reaction right when I got into this song, which carried throughout the rest of the album, is it's very Eminem and Rihanna, is what it felt like.
That's actually a problem for me, to be completely honest, when it
really?
comes to this song.
I loved it.
Because I'm just like, I kind of feel like I've heard this a bunch of times before, so it didn't it's all right. It's just it definitely doesn't really break any new ground, even with like KARD, I guess. Like if you're to go back to like I Can't Stop, in terms of like they're trying to incorporate that sort of like electropop EDM type of vibe into their songs. I kind of preferred I found that like I Can't Stop was at least a bit more interesting about it.
Yeah.
As opposed to this one. So I know it's like a really popular song especially for like everyone else that's sort of like listened to the album, but nah, this one didn't do it for me.
No, yeah.
I thought it was a good song. I like how I like the impact of the vocals. Like it's pretty like hard hitting. It gets there, goes straight up. And yeah, even I'd say the rap probably isn't as good as the other parts in the rest of the album, but I think it's good all across the whole board, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think this is probably one of the weaker rap songs.
They definitely set this up as a concert opener, though.
Yeah, I could see that.
As a drop and everything.
And then Living Good from Ola Ola as the concert closer.
Living Good's basically that's what they closed with. That's what they closed with in New York, or their entire like.
Yeah, I figured they would.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I think, like Jacob said, it's definitely like that Eminem Rihanna vibe, and Andrew, you said that you didn't like it because of that, but I think because we don't get that in K-pop, and I don't listen to American music, I think I love it.
See, that's the thing. I'm probably the most exposed to like electronic music out of all of us, because I listen to like that's like a lot of electronic music is what I listen to in my spare time, just SoundCloud shit. So yeah, especially since it's like there's nothing wrong with rap song collaborations. It's just like I wish it was. Again, I'd like something more along the lines of I Can't Stop, where at least they do something interesting with a drop, because it definitely feels like
Though with I Can't Stop, like this is literally my only criticism of that song, because it's one of my favorites from KARD. Is like there's not a whole ton of vocals in that song. Yeah, from So Many Jew. Like it's usually it's like the same line that's just remixed throughout the entire song, you know. I
don't necessarily mind it though, because at least vocal chopping is sort of something they're doing with like the vocals, as opposed to just like something like this, which like it just reminds me of like a lot of like EDM songs that I've heard before, so that's why it didn't really catch me as much. Anyway, next song.
What if I had more to say? Next is Trust Me, the J Unit version. Now I'm calling them the J Unit version. I don't care. So yeah, they are the J Unit.
So yeah, they did an interesting thing here, where basically it's just the same song, or not even the same.
It's
song.
Not the same song.
It's just sort of like the same sort of
chorus.
Yeah, it's basically they're basically melody, doing it's like Chocolate Love, where they're doing like two different versions.
It's very similar to that. There's two versions of a song. Yeah, so this is.
I haven't. There's all right. So let me throw this in here. There's a J.seph and Geo version, and then there's also Soman and BM version. But then there's also a KARD version that's only on the physical album.
On the physical album? Which I was wondering if they had a full version. I assume they had.
Oh, I should have actually The album literally just dropped like what, like a day ago?
2 days ago. A day.
Yeah, it's not going to be.
It's not going to be a choreo books yet. No, maybe by the end of the week, but no. Yeah. Because I mean,
I doubt it, because it's the holidays. There's no mail.
Oh shoot, well, I mean, they're probably going to be open on Black Friday, so I mean, I might go check.
Yeah, but they're not going to have it by then. Not with the mail service.
Anyway, onto this version.
Oh, Jacob, you looked frozen for a second. I freaked out.
No,
yeah, we're just in panic mode anytime that happens.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so yeah, trust me. Yeah, like the beat at the beginning that leads into the synths and like Jiwoo singing, and like I don't know, just the song like really got me right away.
I know you said it was your favorite.
And then her falsetto was really good.
I know you said you preferred this version.
Well, oh yeah, 100%. What about you guys?
I think I still like it. I think I still prefer like. This one is like good. I think this might be a problem. I still, since we haven't listened to the like band like unit like complete KARD version yet, maybe this is something like left to interpretation. But the thing that sort of like irked me a bit is it didn't really feel like a subunit sort of thing, because my only I guess major criticism with this is that their verses feel very separated and distinct.
Oh yeah, that's something I mentioned in my like.
Yeah, I think it would have been nice if they played off of each other, because then it'd really feel more like a subunit sort of thing. And maybe all this is just they're taking sort of like individual lines that they have in the full version. Again, we don't really know because we haven't listened to it yet. Yeah, but yeah, that'd be the only thing. And sort of go ahead.
Oh, good. I was gonna say like that's a problem I have, but that's a problem I have with both versions. Like,
yeah,
BM's and Soman's version had a little bit more, but it was just one clip of BM saying "trust me" that they put in during Soman singing. So it's not really like they actually did anything. They just took that one line.
Yeah.
So like it still felt very separated. But I just think Jiwoo's voice fits this song better. Like I just liked how she fit with this song.
Yeah, I like Jiwoo's part, but if there's this might be something I might have be starting to notice when it comes to J.seph. It feels like sometimes when his rapping, it sort of feels like his flow kind of falls behind the beat a bit, like because it kind of like the style of like rapping that BM and J.seph try to do is just like really they're trying to do like the Eminem style, like really fast like rap really sort of thing, but sometimes it feels like he's kind of at odds with it, but. Yeah, and I guess this would probably be one of those times. But I mean, otherwise, yeah, it wasn't that bad. Yeah, like I still prefer like some in BM's version, which I will get into later. But yeah, it definitely is a good song. And like getting into the production, this is like the guy that this was I'll look it up later. But like Trust Me, you and Me were all like produced by the same person that's done like every like KARD single ever. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah.
So you touched on J.seph's rap. Like I sort of actually agree with you on that. I see what you're talking about, but also on the same thing, I really like that they rap in that style, because I'm surprised that not a lot of people do. Yeah. I guess maybe it's just because it's so really difficult.
Hard. It's very hard to get it right, because you need.
But honestly, when you pull it off, it's just so impressive.
Well, yeah, no, there's sometimes with KARD, there are definitely some times when they can nail it down. Like later, like there's some later stuff that they really get it down perfect. But yeah, otherwise, you really have to.
He's talking about because.
Yeah. So it's the guy that the people that produce all of like the sort of KARD singles is Dalgui.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can. They've actually. I don't know if you guys looked into it much, but they sort of split the production between two different producers.
Yeah, it's two. Some of them are sometimes it's present. Sometimes they're both on it, and then rarely it's one and not the other.
Yeah. So, but mostly it's Dalgui and Nasun, and then there's also some songs by the producer named Black Pills. I don't know who Black Pills is, but okay.
It's Black Eyed Pillsung's brother.
It's his alternate ego.
Just Black Pills.
Yeah. So I think for Trust Me, ideally I would have Jiwoo singing and BM's rap, but I think also BM's rap just gets like bonus points because it's in English.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that, but
which we can get to. But yeah, Jacob. So what about just overall? Since Andrew and I talked about which one do you like better? At least you can get into
overall I like Soman and BM's, and it's not because of the rap. It's actually because of Soman's vocals.
You like Soman's vocals better?
Well, it's because I like how it's more like stripped back and just raw vocals, and it's similar to like
that's probably helped by the instrumentation, because the instrumentation for the BM and Soman version definitely seems a lot more laid back, whereas like the J.seph and Jiwoo version, there's just like a really like hard hitting like drum beat in the background. Almost the entire song.
It's a similar feeling to Soman's vocals in in You and Me, which we'll get to later, it's a lot more like big and hollow. I like that sort of feeling in my music.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Moving on to Push and Pull. So this is like more of their older stuff. It's a little bit like it's like quicker than a lot of the stuff on the album. It still has like a bit of a darker vibe, but it's definitely like similar to You and Me. It's definitely more going back to Ola Ola style.
Yeah, actually, this song reminded me a lot more of I Can't Stop, like that sort of type of
maybe the choruses.
I just meant like album 1 style.
Yeah,
this is definitely like this is straight up like Jamaican dancehall, like it.
Yeah,
or that's
especially with BM's rap too.
That's what I would say, but there's sort of like again, there's a lot of songs on here. Like there's a lot of songs on this track, mostly by Black Pills. I don't know if it's maybe I just have a problem with his production, where I like the verses, but it kind of falls flat towards the chorus, where like they build up so much hype. It's like, oh shit, it's like Jamaican dancehall. They're really going in on the tropical vibe.
It's the Steve Aoki effect.
Yeah, maybe
they do a drop chorus.
Seriously, that's my only problem with Steve Aoki. This is a tangent, but like he builds, and then he goes nowhere. He goes like an inch down,
it just like it leaves you hanging a lot. Like Empty Drop is a style. It's just that like Empty Drop can't be like your only production. Like after a while, it's not a style. It's just like a deficit. But like this, it just feels like I kind of wish that like the chorus is more than just push and pull. Like yeah, and it kind of felt like they were about to go all in on like, oh yeah, dancehall, and then they went like, oh, electropop. So
yeah,
it's definitely an interesting song, or like a really cool song that I'd like to see live though, because just BM's like verse in this was like his voice fits
really
very
percussive.
well with like straight up like dancehall. Like there's gonna be like grinding and shit like, during the choreo. Like it's that type of song.
So, I do agree that the chorus is a little simple, but I really like the effect it has, and it's sort of like I don't know how to explain it. It's like the actual name of the song, Push and Pull. Like it feels like it's pulling you in like a rope.
Yeah,
push and pull.
Yeah, that's definitely the dancehall influence from it.
Yeah,
where it's the drums in a lot of dancehall songs. Like the drum beat is what carries it a lot.
Yeah.
Next is Because, which is basically
they spell it phonetically.
Yeah, they just romanized it.
Is it Ginica?
Yeah, Ginica.
Okay,
but it means because. This is basically KARD cipher, and it's amazing.
Literally just straight up rap.
Yeah, like they have the girls sing in the chorus, but it's a cipher, like. And it's amazing. I loved it.
I want to see a BM and J.seph like single or something.
No, they definitely will have a subunit like single, like GD and Top, like just hardcore hip hop.
To be completely honest, I kind of wish this was only a BM and J.seph song, because again, this is another Black Pills production sort of thing where like the beat builds up as like dun. It kind of sounds like freaking like it kind of sounds like freaking Dr. Pepper by Diplo and CL, just like a really like hard ominous like beat, and then like this is probably J.seph's best rap like ever. Any KARD 100%. Song, any KARD song, like his like when I was talking about like when he gets that like Eminem like fast rap style flow down, like he gets it down in this. But then again, it's just like
they actually let him loose in this song. It has the perfect sort of beat for that kind of rap progression.
Yeah, that was the thing, is like he, like you're saying, going back to Trust Me, like he definitely does fall behind there, but I think it's partially because it's just the beat for that's like not as made, like that version of the song, like that beat
which is
doesn't fit that rap.
Yeah, which is why I think
like straight up
like this album is definitely an amazing, like a good reminder that KARD is still 1 year old. Like they still need to develop their like skills, and definitely because they definitely need to round out their sort of like rap like vocabulary, if that sort of makes any sense. Like definitely like it can sort of start to get to a point where KARD, or like especially with BM and J.seph's rap, where they're sort of like on the same flow for every song, mostly because KARD relies on a lot of like tropical house and like dancehall sort of stuff. But like when they branch out into this sort of like Eminem style stuff, that's what I guess where they'll need to improve on. But yeah, getting back to this song, like, again, I really wanted to like this so bad because I was just so hype with like the intro. But like, again, it just feels like they could have done something a bit more interesting with the chorus vocals. Because like I know that they're trying to go for like the rap song thing with like really like almost whispery type vocals, but I kind of wish the song went like hard, like 100%, like straight up like KARD cipher. Which would give Jiwoo an excuse to like straight up like go in.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was
Somin rap.
That was my only downside with this. So I want you to rap in the next one, because they give her that ending line rap for like one line that repeats over and over again. Yeah, it gets more distorted.
It's kind of like frustrating because like we know they're capable of at least with Jiwoo, we know she's capable of like writing like an eloquent or a satisfactory enough verse, but it's just like it feels like they're kind of shying away from it, or they're like teasing it a bit. So I don't know what they're hesitant about. Like it definitely be something that's like that would help bring like an interesting aspect to it, like kind of like how with Rumor where J.seph started the track, but he was pretty much singing instead of just doing like they should do that with like Jiwoo as well, because
Rumor,
I feel because it feels like it feels like that aspect of Jiwoo is definitely being underutilized.
Yeah, I think it's just a balance aspect. Like it definitely throws the balance of the group off if it's 3 rapping and 1 singing.
Or no, just let J.seph sing the lines.
But yeah, they could have BM or J.seph sing.
Yeah, because I think they should. From now, I think they can definitely play up more with like the line, who gets what, or like in terms of like not necessarily line distribution, because KARD's pretty even, but like in who gets like what parts, because I'd like to at least see them
rap
try
and the other 3 sing.
Yo, Somin hardcore gangster rap, hell yeah.
Oh my goodness, I couldn't even imagine that almost.
Yeah.
But yeah, I actually really like this song. I think it went just hard enough for me. I think I'm okay with the chorus. Like, I don't think I need the entire song to be rap. Like, and the chorus reminds me of like I Can't Stop, which is a song I really like. So, I'm okay with it. So.
Yep. Yeah, yes. I agree. I would have traded the chorus for a Jiwoo verse, but I'm like. I like the chorus.
Honestly,
still.
BM and J.seph. Yeah, BM and J.seph more than delivered on this song for me, so I'm completely fine with that.
Yep. Next is You and Me, which is the title track, and we've talked about our first reactions. Anything different, Jacob? Anything you extra want to say? Or?
Yeah, so I have been listening to it like all day. And I think I got a good ranking down now. I think, and honestly, this is my second favorite now.
Really?
Yeah, I don't recall. Yeah, wow. I really like this song.
It's definitely low on my list, but I mean, every KARD song is very good to me, but I think it's just above Rumor. So it's,
I think I have it third on my list because I'd put it Don't Recall Oh Na Na, You and Me, and then just the last 2, I guess, are just sort of interchanged depending on how I feel. But yeah, I've definitely come around to it the more I've listened to it. Just because, like I said yesterday, I feel like this is the best example. Like this entire album, they're definitely trying to experiment with new sounds. Like they're going into like sort of like rap song, Eminem style hip hop, and then they're going into dance hall like sort of thing. I feel like this is like a good like sort of like. I think this is like
a good place to be in.
Yeah, it's a good place to be in, and I hope that like this is sort of where they get. Basically, what I'm saying is like keep it with Dalgui and like let Black Pills like take a back seat, because I feel like just like there's just so much like I find like incomplete with his production, but this definitely feels like a KARD single, and I feel like this is definitely like the best like direction I feel like they should go in.
Yeah, that's one of the things I really like about this song is that KARD still has their distinct sound, but it feels like a progression. Like it's not just the same
darker,
thing.
It's
like
more mature.
Like that makes me mad. Like a lot. I keep seeing that on stuff that people think, oh, it sounds the same as everything else. No, it really does not.
Well, I mean, because KARD,
it's the same genre, but it doesn't
there's some tropes
KARD
in there.
Does get guilty,
but like
of that. But I mean, like when you listen to the verses, especially with like Somin, like. With Somin's verses, like you just like I'm listening to it right now, like the instrumentals are so like cut back, like it's like a lo-fi, like sort of almost muted like drum beat sort of thing, where you'd usually like they're definitely playing up with the instrumentals, which is a good thing. So like they just I think they could take it even further.
Yeah, that was one thing. Albums. That was like my actually favorite part of the song is the parts of Somin's vocals. Like one of my favorite things in music is when they play with the instrumentals to like sort of change the size of the soundstage. I love it when it sort of like goes from being very closed in and full to huge and open. Yeah, that's what they did during Somin's vocals.
Yeah, you'd like to call that's what you like to call the Foo Fighters effect, where basically you just go very soft. It's very much a music theory thing where you don't necessarily need to play like really loud or really like you get a better like sort of emphasis on like your higher and lower ends if you play with your dynamics. So you don't have to necessarily play the highest highs or the lowest lows. You just need to make the space between your lows and your highs just drastic. So it sort of like it sort of helps it, and that definitely helps. But and also like I like going back to like I guess the video, I just really like the choreography during like the parts where Somin does that like choreography, because I guess it's just different than KARD choreography, because they're definitely going move by move a lot more, which is as opposed to just like doing their normal thing. Which the only thing is though, during the chorus, I would have to say they definitely need to work on their choreography, because they kind of repeat like like there's a part in the music video during the chorus where they just do the same spin like twice in a row. I'm just like, you guys really got to work on your choreography.
Oh goodness.
Then
I don't know much about
choreographer
dancing, but
needs to work on their choreography.
Are they using the same choreographer for everything?
Sure.
But they definitely need to like mix up the lines at least sort of a bit, because they're definitely following into too much of a trope maybe.
I'd be interested to see if maybe like if they did something with like 1 million or something like that.
I'd like to see Min Young or Leah Kim. I'd love to see, because I feel like Leah Kim's perfect for this type of tropical
music genre.
Granted, remember a couple weeks ago, Min Young did the playback choreography, so she's definitely proven her chops in tropical house. So
and they're also not against working with smaller artists. It seems like then if they're gonna work with playback,
and I'm pretty sure they know who KARD is, because I was like they're really
a lot
popular.
of them are Korean American, right?
Yeah. No, none of them are Korean American, but
none of them are.
I thought they were.
No, none of them are Korean American.
They just have
They just have a huge following in Well, some of them come to New York. Some of them they definitely like they're well traveled, so they definitely know who KARD is at least. Anyway.
Yeah. The only thing is like I feel like it's unfair to complain that KARD is in a trope, because they're only a year old. Like they're not that old. Like G-Friend's been doing the same thing for 4 years.
That's why
they only have 11 songs.
Exactly.
When I don't want them to I don't want them to fall into like this doing, because a lot of their dances are the same. Like if you really look at it, because it's at least in terms of how they set up lines, because how they do it is like two people take a turn at the front, and then during one line in the chorus, and then they switch again. Like I feel like it. Like I know it's hard to like write choreography for a 4-person group.
4 members, yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like they could at least sort of like try to do at least some type of different formation, because I feel like it feels like a lot of KARD choreography just is revolves around like literally like revolving like rotations of whoever's at the front.
Oh, that's the thing, because with 4 members you kind of have to keep symmetry. Like there's no other way to really do it without it seeming like somebody's off over here while everybody else is over there.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So
okay, moving on to the last one is Trust Me, the BM and Somin version. So like we said before, it's definitely like a slower, chiller version. It doesn't have the drum beat that the J Unit version has. And then BM has a really good English rap in it.
Which instrumental do you think they go with like the KARD version? Because they're 2 different instrumentals.
Could be a mix.
Honestly, I bet it'll be a completely different song.
Yeah, it's probably a third. Yeah, exactly. These are 2 different. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
I hope it is at least
third version.
So.
Damn, it's so hard to drink this like on like near your microphone, because you just hear the straw slur. Anyway.
Yeah. So I'm assuming with the KARD version, we'll get back to this version, but I'm assuming with the KARD version they're gonna have Ju and Somin obviously splitting the vocals, and then a new rap from BM and J.seph that hopefully like talks back to each other, since like they did in Don't Recall, they did something similar to that. With BM and J.seph. So I'm hoping they do something like that in the KARD version. Now, with this version, I love Somin's vocals in this. This is her best vocal performance, in my opinion.
Definitely, because I feel like I guess it's just because it's very hard to notice her or the style of music that they do doesn't really get to showcase her vocals, because this is definitely a lot more ballady than what you'd hear from a KARD song. So
yeah, yeah, like her parts in this where she goes really high and she like, it's very smooth and buttery. It's very, very, very nice and pristine, and it contrasts as well with BM's sort of like, hard and gruffy voice.
Yeah.
So yeah. Also, BM English rap, amazing.
Like, getting to that, like, I think I like this rap not necessarily because it's in English. Well, maybe the reason I feel like I like the rap in English is because maybe just because growing up in LA, growing up in like the United States, he kind of probably wrote all of his raps in English originally, or he's more. He definitely feels a lot more comfortable.
It's probably more comfortable doing it.
Yeah, because you can do. There's a. I don't know, maybe it's our English bias, but it definitely feels like there's an marked difference in intensity in his rapping or in his articulation in English, because like some of his like Korean raps, it doesn't feel like he doesn't use as much of a range. Well, the exception to that, at least on this album, would be definitely You and Me. Like towards like his rap towards the end of the song has a lot of intensity, but this I feel like he gets a. This is easily like his best rap verse that he's ever written.
This one seems very sincere.
Yeah, that's probably why. Because and it's probably the perfect song for like being able to write a sincere rap. Mostly because like Tropical House, you can't really like go too emo with it. But
yeah. Well, I mean, with like I think he just is able to like go to different and better places in a language he's more comfortable in. Like his rap in English in the Don't Recall English version was really good as well.
Really, same thing. So yeah, it definitely feels like it's just because like I don't know if he's probably Jay Park sort of had the same thing where he obviously growing up in like West Coast in USA, he's like probably like he knew English all his life, where basically he sort of like accrued a better understanding of Korean as he started making more music. So that's probably gonna happen with BM. But yeah, it's definitely to the point where it kind of still feels like he's learning how to rap in Korean still, whereas it definitely feels natural when he's rapping in English. But this is definitely the most heartfelt thing I've heard with KARD outside of like Feeling Good. But one thing I have to say, let him fucking curse, please.
Yeah, it's not like you said, like exactly what you said in the chat, like it doesn't sell, so they're not gonna do that.
It's just
wait, did Epic Eye have to put
That's why I think
Epic Eye has a plus 19 on there.
Oh yeah, 19.
Yeah.
It's just it definitely. I feel like it's just one of the situations where it definitely kind of like interrupts the flow or whatever, like kind of ruins like the meaning of it or whatever. But I know they have to be really wary of like readings and everything, but damn, it sucks. Hopefully during live concerts he just drops F-bombs, because who cares?
Oh yeah, I'm hoping so. Dude, Taeyeon does.
Or why don't they sell clean and like unclean, like clean and like dirty or adult versions of albums like they do in the United States? Like I don't know why.
And it's probably just manufacturing.
Because also because the majority of K-pop fans wouldn't be able to buy it anyway.
That's true.
Like, yeah. So it's just.
I think as KARD gets more popular, they're gonna be a little different, because I think KARD sort of delivers to a more mature audience than most other K-pop groups do. Because even at the concert we went to, there were a lot of kids, but there are also a lot more like older people, more around my age than I expected.
Because dancehall music is kind of what's popular in the club lately. So
yeah.
Anyway,
I mean, their first performance was in a club, so
yeah, but that's like pretty common for smaller groups anyway.
Yeah.
That's how they promote. Okay. Overall, spoilers 10 out of 10 for me. I mean, I actually think I like it better than Ola Ola, like as an overall album. Overall, Ola Ola has like, it's just probably because it was all singles I heard, or like it was really only 3 new songs. Like I think this overall like
It had a bigger
blew me
impact.
away better. Yeah, exactly. It had a way bigger impact on
oh my god, 6 songs from KARD.
Exactly.
Holy crap, I'm spoiled.
And really, it's only 5 because one of them's
one of them's
different versions, but
duplicated.
But still, I think because it was a lot more music, and I sure there's flaws in the songs, but I think it's really.
I don't think you're ever gonna find a perfect album, except for My Voice to Jukebox.
I think We've Done Something Wonderful is better than Shoebox, but we'll get to that someday.
That's an argument for another day. I wanted to give this a 10. I wanted to give this a 9. But
you're out of the group. Cooper, get in here.
This is definitely the most frustrating album for me as a K-pop fan, at least in 2017, because I I had to invent a new rating system where I gave 0.75s instead of just 0.5 or 0.5 or 1, because it feels like the KARD it just feels like some parts of the production definitely hold it back. And I mean I don't fault them for trying to go in a new direction. It just feels like it's just almost there. It's just almost there, and I'm definitely going a lot easier on them than I probably would have if this was a group that's been around for a while. But because what's good is amazing. Especially the last 2 tracks are the ones that I give complete high marks to, because they're just excellent. But it just feels maybe I didn't even watch any of the MV teasers or the audio teaser or anything. This is maybe it was overhyped or whatever. But I do expect a lot out of KARD. So 4 out of 6 for music, concept 3 out of 3, 1 out of 1 for bias, 8 out of 10.
Okay. So yeah, I think I'll also give it a 10 out of 10. So overall, songs wise, I think I'd put Ola over it, but only because literally almost half the album was singles that we had for months already. And yeah, so I'd probably, if I wanted to compare, I'd give it a 9.7 or a 9.75, but that's not allowed, so I'm gonna give it a 10. Every song on this I'm not gonna give it really good.
I'm not gonna say it's a perfect album, but it's
I'm a lot
as close
stricter,
as I want it to be.
with my 10s. If you look at the past almost year of all the albums, they're probably less. I probably have more fingers on one hand than albums that I've given a 10 to, I think.
Yeah, and the other thing is we went over, you listen to this type of music outside of K-pop, where I don't know about Jacob, but for me, I don't hear this ever, so I think it's really good.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't hear this type of music in K-pop.
If there's one suggestion I would is that maybe I know DSPs really they want to keep the sort of KARD sound, but again, BTS is in sort of the same way, where BTS usually works in-house a lot with the same producer. But it would be nice to see, I don't know if KARD's reached this level necessarily yet, but it'd be nice to see KARD work with some sort of Western producer, or sort of not necessarily even a Western producer, just some type of outside producer. Maybe give them KARD with Daniel Obi Klein or DK. Imagine that. I mean, I'll get to that later, but I definitely like to see a lot more people working with KARD, because I know they can make interesting music with some good.
Honestly, I think it's almost guaranteed, because I think KARD's so small now, but I think they really have the potential to become something like BTS.
They're not even
able
small.
To cross
related to BTS, they are. But
relative to BTS and groups that are already established in the industry,
but for a year-old group from a company that was basically dead.
Rookie, they're way bigger. They're bigger than any rookie.
Yeah, because basically, pretty much, KARD is taking the rule book and throwing it out the window by taking a U.S. and European and South American tour on their first year of existence. Literally. So it's definitely hard to gauge where their future is, just because we're in uncharted territory right now. But it's definitely a good
KARD has a similar position to BTS in that whether they're huge or not, the people who are into them are super into them, and they really love everything they put out.
Yeah, hashtag Stan KARD. That's a thing.
Seriously, but seriously, back before I Need You, BTS, every person I talked to who was actually a fan of them really, really, really loved them. Otherwise, they'd never. If you hadn't heard of them, then you're just yeah. But if you had heard of them, you really, really like them. It's a similar thing with KARD, and I think DSP is doing a really good job managing them, and I think they have a really good future in their hands. So.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what their "I Need You" is going to be. If that comparison sort of makes sense, it's like what will take them.
Well, they got to cross over into Korea. Like they've already got the international support. They just got to break
it's
through.
It's just
Korea.
that what song is going to take them to that next level, and it'll be interesting to follow them in the coming year. And
it's all because DSP has waned in size over the last few years. That
because they pulled a Nintendo, they put all their chips into one group and they hit it out of the park.
Yeah. So. Hopefully,
it's a 9. It's a 9. Just like are averaging it.
Yeah. So, truly Daebak album.
We need a stamp effect or something.
Yeah.
Because
how about I give you that logo I made today? You just stamp it on the screen.
No, we just put it in the thumbnails every time we give a truly Daebak album.
Oh yeah, actually I'll do that. I'll do that.
Spoil it.
No, so people get excited. Anyway.
All right. So, anyways, on to the second album review of the week. Which is also very good, in my opinion.
Yes.
Spoilers.
Trash. Walwari tier.
Wow. Impossible.
Next is Red Velvet's Perfect Velvet.
Second full album. I was so hyped for this.
Yep. First song is Peekaboo, which is the title track. And I'm probably... okay, what? I was going to say I'm probably going to be an outlier on this one.
You don't like it as much?
No, I don't. I don't hate it. I like the song. Okay, so we'll get into it. So
LE tier.
I'm just gonna go through my bullet points. I really like the styling and like the darkness of the music video and like everything in the music video is awesome. I like the choreo, but and I like the instrumentals. I think the problem I have with it is it doesn't utilize Red Velvet's singing at all, like in any sense, in my opinion.
I can see that.
Like, it's all the instrumentals and the choreo. Like, their vocals are just very bland, if that makes sense.
I think that's one thing I noticed is that it's a really good song, I think, but I think it's going to be a similar situation. I'm just predicting you guys' opinion, I guess, is that it's like Rookie in that it's good, but it's not as good as a lot of the other tracks in the album.
Oh, basically. No, I think this is easily the worst song on the album. Like,
wow,
I like the song.
I think it's a good song.
I like the song.
This is my top 4 at least.
No, I think this, in my opinion, this is the worst song on the album. But like, I liked every single song a lot more than the song. But yeah, I don't hate it. Like, I like the song, but I just it was like it was overhyped to me. Like I think I had my expectations too high. But I love the music video and everything.
Red Velvet always knocks it out of the park, at least in my opinion.
Like, maybe again, this is probably just because I'm more accustomed to just straight up instrumental music, which is why I don't find necessarily the use of instrumentals in the chorus necessarily egregious. But I think it just works well with Red Velvet because it's this interesting fusion. Like it's I guess electro like swing, if that. It's sort of like a genre sort of thing. It's this interesting, almost like it kind of veers into like trap house-ish sort of like stuff, like in a bit, but it definitely feels it keeps this like upbeat like swing like sort of drum beat in the background and like all like the snapping and like all like the hand claps sort of thing. So I feel like it just came together very well for something that's not necessarily easy to do. Like just, especially with Red Velvet, like this is sort of like, I guess, like a sort of different sound coming from them. But in a way, I guess it sort of feels familiar where it's just, you can definitely tell in at least what vocals they do have on the chorus. But, yeah, I like the choreo and everything just seems to work well. Like there's been, I feel like swing is sort of gained popularity as a girl group sort of trope thing in like the past year because I mean you've had Signal, you've had God, what else? You've had Oh My Girl had one song. Like it feels like swing is sort of like becoming a popular sort of thing, but like I feel that this sort of brings it together. At least in like the terms of like the choreo, because like they're doing like actual like swing moves, like they're doing the whole peekaboo thing or whatever, like doing a lot of those like swing style dances. So that's it. It's probably why I put everything over like Signal in terms of that sort of sense. Yeah.
So I really was satisfied with the song from the MV to the visuals, to the choreography, to the song. The beat in the song is really, really catchy. Like, that was stuck in my head immediately after it was over.
That's definitely a Red Velvet thing. They're very like their choruses are uber
very
catchy.
infectious.
Like like I haven't been able to get like peekaboo like part from Yeri out of my head the entire day.
I think really the only thing I would have wanted more is, like Nick said with the vocals, I would have wanted more like maybe ad-libs from Wendy in the background.
Exactly.
That really,
like, it was just very flat and like it didn't really go anywhere.
Well, because sometimes if there's any ad-libs, most of the time it's just like the semi-rap parts that you get from Yeri. So yeah, but I mean, visually though, like I think we are all in agreement that it was
Joy. Oh my god.
No, freaking Yeri with short hair is so perfect. Why haven't they done this before? She's so it changed my view of her like completely. Like it just shot her up like my bias ranking. That is so nice, especially that picture of her like she's like because Taeyeon was like the MC for their comeback, and basically it's just a picture of her, Yeri hugging Taeyeon, and she's like, oh my god,
every Soan's dream.
Yeah, because basically because isn't Yeri just like a Taeyeon fangirl? So like this is. I'm pretty sure she is.
Yeah,
so, like,
she's SNSD fangirl.
Yeah, she is.
Also, like, poor pizza guy in this music video. He just gets, like...
Yeah.
They just take him on
Well, there's a lot of
ride.
stuff you don't notice on the first part. Like, on the phone booth he goes to at the end of the music video, it's on the side, missing delivery boys with a bunch of faces of all the... of, like, a billion delivery boys that have gone missing.
I'm about to quit my job and become a delivery boy.
And also, if you notice, if you look through the window of the car that he gets out of, Irene is, like, standing there after the truck goes by.
I did notice that.
God, that's an honor. I would love to become be a pizza boy, deliver my pizza, and be killed by Red Velvet. Just saying. I'd like to be absolutely murdered by Red Velvet. Yeah, Joy definitely. You were saying before, Joy took it to another level.
Yes.
That's another thing.
Oh my god.
That's another thing.
Especially in the lives.
About it is whoever styled Seulgi needs to be fired.
Why?
Oh, I like it.
I don't like the straight hair with the fringe, and I don't like the like one piece. Yeah, the like romper or whatever you want to call it.
I like it.
Because
I do not like it at all.
It's definitely period styled in a way. Like that's probably why I like it. Like this, like the
It just doesn't fit with anyone else's clothes though. It looks dumb. Like it just didn't.
I think
look,
it fits fine.
I don't know. I didn't think it fit well at all.
I love that
like
outfit.
it.
That's my favorite outfit. I'm sorry.
Really? Yeah. I hated it.
Just because it's Seulgi.
I was like, no, just you're ruining Seulgi. Stop. Okay, moving on to look. Holy 80s synth. Just like straight up.
Daniel Obi Clyde strikes again.
Dude, it's really, really amazing.
And Charlie Taft.
Yeah, no, this song was amazing. Like 80s synth, they showed their singing range really well.
Yep.
I'd actually agree. This should be the single.
Oh, 100%. I would 100% be okay with that.
Put this.
This could have had a really cool 80s style video too.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
80s, like space age almost type of video.
Like I know Red Velvet's aesthetic is like they're trying to do like weird, like trippy shit, but like that they could do that, totally do that with an 80s sort of music video. Like do something like Luna's oh god, what was their song?
Sweet.
Free Somebody, like just do something
like
like Free Somebody, just like a really trippy, like sort of like retro music video. It'd work perfectly with this.
Yeah.
God, like this. If you ever want to show somebody like Red Velvet's like vocal capabilities, like show them this song. Show them this song because it's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
For real. I think the song is also really good as both a quote-unquote sequel to Peekaboo, like it comes right after it. It sets the tone really good for the rest of the album and how it's going to progress, because I think they really had a nice like electronic theme for this album.
Which I obviously I appreciate because I'm just a sucker for any sort of that, but it has been interesting to see like SM sort of, I guess in general as a company, has been trending towards European producers a lot more. Because I mean, like we have London Noise, you have like DK, you have just like a lot of people and it definitely works well. It's definitely an indicator of like the sort of style they're going with, like a lot more electronic music, and like I feel like Western Europeans in general are sort of like that when back when it was called techno, they sort of like pioneered the whole like dance music genre, so it definitely works well with this. And like I wrote in my Reddit comment that right now, like Daniel Obi Klein, DK, like Charlie Taft, they're in my running for like producer of the year, because just like everything I've listened to from them has just been so good, and like it feels like they know how to like put their own like sort of style and flavor into the song, but have it work so well with whichever group they work with. Because I mean, they've done it with EXO, they've done it with Luna, they've done it with Red Velvet. Like it's everything they touch just turns to gold.
Yeah.
Yep. Moving on to I Just. This is another song I thought are really good instrumentals.
Yeah.
That's definitely what stood out to me for this one.
You know who's produced by?
No.
Hitchhiker.
For real.
Yeah. Right? You wouldn't think.
The fata 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 fata.
You wouldn't think.
Oh my god. For those of you listening who don't know Hitchhiker, just search him up, and he has SM Station songs that are ridiculous.
Yeah. They're
like you like who would think that guy would make a song like this, right?
For real, this song is awesome. I
really
really love the vocal effects on this song. I don't know what it is about them, but they sound really nice to me.
Like the chorus, like this is like the chorus shines so well in this, like the slight sort of like effect that they have on their vocals, and just like the yeah, it just works so well with this song. Like,
then again, I guess if you do look at Hitchhiker's songs, he does work a lot with voices.
Yeah.
So I guess it doesn't really surprise me in that front.
Yeah, like it's like normally this could like just I guess this is just a testament to Red Velvet, but they sort of like brought like their distinct Red Velvet sort of style into something that could otherwise fall as or come off as sort of like a generic EDM song. But you can definitely you feel their influence, like their style and influence on this song like everywhere.
Yeah.
It's these album tracks like these that really are what make Red Velvet my favorite new generation group.
And it's such a shame that most people won't be able to listen to this stuff.
Until Twice comes back, and then you're like, oh yeah, Twice.
Well, it always
you always switch back and forth.
Well, no, I always switch between Red Velvet, Twice, and G-Friend, but honestly, Red Velvet's on top most of the time. So I'm just gonna say like
Red Velvet's been the most consistent for me, at least this year. But it's just. Everything they've come out with has just been so excellent. It's hard to put into words.
Well, seriously, all their albums are so good. This is I guess I'd put this on par with The Red, which is one of my favorite albums by then. Like, it's really, really good. Like, every single track I think was really carefully thought about and put together well.
Definitely, and.
Yeah, I think for the Twice versus Red Velvet, for me, the thing is, like, Red Velvet very clearly has the better music, but like Twice just being the next SNSD just like makes me not be able to
glory
take them off the top of the list.
I'm sorry, like
if that makes sense.
This album solidified like where Red Velvet's ranking is in my book, and it's at the very top. It's at the very top.
Red Velvet very, very clearly has the way better music, but it's just that SNSD factor.
I definitely hold like the music a lot higher. I know. Like I'm in such a weird position where I love Twice's personality and their members a lot more than Red Velvet, but Red Velvet.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
I think a lot of people are in the same boat. Mm-hmm. Poor Blackpink, they're not even in the conversation right now.
Nope.
I mean, I really love Blackpink,
music,
but I
guess it's just hard.
They don't come out with anything ever.
Yeah, that's true. One, they're very sparse on music. Speaking of Blackpink, though, if anyone hasn't watched Justice League yet, which I guess I'd fall into that category, go watch it, because
I was gonna say I haven't seen it.
I'm just now going to see Thor this weekend.
Yo, oh my God, it's so good. It's so good. But getting back onto Justice League, Blackpink shows up in like one part of the movie, and apparently during the credits they actually play of all of As If It's Your Last, or at least a snippet of it. That's huge. Like how much?
Was like Barry Allen watching it or something?
No, it was just. I think it was just during the movie. I think it's just playing on in the background. But during the credits,
apparently they mention it. Like it's prominent. I asked my friend today.
And then like there's a video of Ezra Miller like straight up doing like dancing. Because like they had like a media tour in Korea and they asked them about like Blackpink.
Yeah.
Anyway,
that's cool.
Getting back to Red Velvet.
Yep. Next is Kingdom Come, which is R&B Velvet track. Yep. Which we like. For me, I definitely missed it on the Red Summer, not having a Velvet track.
A Velvet side.
Because it's weird how like they sort of said they'd go away from sort of having that dichotomy, but it feels like they kind of do. I mean, granted, Red Summer still had like a ballad track, which is velvety, but for the most part,
but it didn't have like the R&B.
Yeah,
honestly, I think this album does a really good job of sort of staying between the two, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I agree.
Because like Peekaboo definitely doesn't seem like their normal red side, you know? I think it is red.
Yeah.
But I think it's become a spectrum now.
Yeah.
This is very much a Velvet song. Like,
it's not red flavor red.
Yeah, like like this sort of reminds me of like Be Natural, the Be Natural cover that they did. Like this, I love this Red Velvet.
Be Natural, Automatic, stuff like that.
Like this is so good. Like Cooper was saying that Kingdom Come might be his favorite Red Velvet song, and I wouldn't blame anyone for thinking so, because like their vocals on this are just amazing.
Zoo.
No, I wouldn't
greatest Red Velvet song.
No, I wouldn't put Zoo up there. No, I'm sorry.
Weird animal noises. It's great.
I think this will be my favorite on the album. Actually, it's between Kingdom Come and
Look.
I think
Look
is also Attaboy, which is later.
It's so hard to choose. Like if you had to put like,
there's a lot.
If you put a gun to my head and I had to like pick a song, it'd be Look, because I'm an Obi Klein fanboy. But like I feel like I'm the only one that actually like knows who the fucking Obi Klein is. Like we keep talking about him. People are like, who the hell is this guy?
I only know him because you mention him a lot.
Because that's the thing. Most people in K-pop don't really like follow producers. Producers have such a huge influence on how an album comes out.
Sure.
And it
definitely in K-pop.
Yeah, like K-pop mostly, because like they're in charge of a lot more than what you'd hear in like American music, where a lot of people are just like very like they write the songs, they make the songs, that sort of thing. Where K-pop is like people write the lyrics for you, people write the track for you, they arrange it for you, they compose it for you, sort of thing. So yeah, it's like the right composer or like the right like producer is definitely like so much more important in K-pop, because they have just that much more impact on the songs. But
yeah, like that's something a lot of people would knock K-pop for, is that like the actual person who performs the music isn't directly involved in everything.
Something that somebody else wrote for you. It's hard.
Yeah, but the thing is, I kind of like that it's a team effort between so many different artists and people that work on it. There's so much work that goes into it.
On that same point, though, it's such a shame that like even in like Korean awards, like producers really don't get any recognition on that level, which kind of sucks.
That's why again I see it as a team effort. Like Red Velvet is a team of them, the members, plus the producers and people who
choreographers and stuff.
This song in particular was composed by Stereotypes, D's, and Yiva Dember. I don't know. They definitely use like a lot of like European producers, because they
SM especially.
It'd be interesting to see where SM like finds all of these people, right? What you're saying though?
I was saying the only producer K-pop people know is JYP.
I know Kenzie also from SM.
Kenzie, and like Teddy, but like there's like one from each of the companies.
Yeah, the big three. Yeah, like I think it was ever since like maybe like 2012 that I think SM started to branch out into Europe, because before that it was all Kenzie and a couple of other producers.
The song I feel like was sort of like the watershed moment with that. It was Mr. I was like, whoa, this is like with my Soshi, like the production on that was just so different. I mean, I think because they were American producers, so it's just like it definitely like they definitely like took like a hard left turn, and I've loved it ever since. Anyway, getting back to the tracks.
So next, or you guys are done with Kingdom Come?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. Next is My Second Date. So this reminds me of an FX song. It's like funky,
Yes,
glitchy
exactly.
electronic pop.
I thought the same thing.
I was like, this is an FX song, and
Especially in the vocals.
yeah, exactly. Yep. And I like the rap section. They like it like goes like into a hip hop beat for during the rap part. If that they repeat a couple times.
My first reaction was actually it reminded me of a Pink Tape, which is one of my favorite K-pop albums like ever.
Yep.
So
From Red
I was
Velvet,
definitely not complaining that.
From Red Velvet, this kind of reminded me of Huff and Puff because it's that sort of this is like very the Red era where they were their sort of style was just mixing these sort of like almost circus-esque weird xylophone like sort of background things with like a trap beat or something like that. That's what I think. That's what I thought of when I heard Red Velvet, like like Dum Dum and like all that sort of stuff. So. Yeah.
My favorite part of this song is the I don't know who it is. I think it's either Joy or Yeri who does the tuck tuck. I don't know what it is, but it's like heavily filtered over and like what's the word I'm looking for?
It's
like muffled. The muffled part.
It's
before the chorus.
It's like a muffled. They have a.
I love that part.
It's a muffled effect, and then they chopped up the vocals, which is nice. Again, I'm just a sucker for good vocal chopping, not just crappy vocal chopping.
Yeah. That's my favorite part of the song. It's so catchy. I can't replicate it because I can't rap or anything like that. But yeah,
this song and then the next one seem sort of definitely like related. So I like the placement of them on the album.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think it's Joy who does it now because I'm listening to it while we record. But yeah, I think it's Joy.
Yeah. It's I like the song a lot, like I said, and even you said it reminds you of Huff and Puff, which always reminded me of an FX song. So it's definitely got that feel. Next is Attaboy, and when this started, I thought we were going into a straight up Red Velvet hip hop track, and I was like, "Oh my god, what is happening?"
Yeah, I was really confused at first, but again, like Red Velvet's earlier music was like Dum Dum was that sort of like weird fusion of like cutesy weird music with
well, I mean, beats. Red Velvet's supposed to be like very experimental, so I'm not really. Yeah, I try not to expect anything out of their track, anything specific out of their stuff, you know. No, that being said, Attaboy is one of my favorites on this album. I really, really like this song.
The chorus.
Yes.
Yeah. Like that's perfect. Oh my god.
Even the vocals going up to it, it feels very like I guess again with synesthesia, it feels like a bunch of pillars rising out of the ground, sort of.
Like to do like my interpretation of that, it definitely feels like. With this Red Velvet, I definitely get like the sort of dumb visuals where it's just sort of like almost like circus like where they're like all like Pippi Longstocking or like the weird like doll sort of things where it's just like weird but somehow catchy sort of thing. Like there's some parts
like
during.
If I were to.
Good.
Oh well, I was gonna say is if I could pick any song to get an MV, I would pick this one. I would love to see what they do with this.
This would be an interesting MV, definitely. But yeah, like there's like an interesting part during the pre-chorus where again, like just sort of like adding to that weird like circus like aesthetic, like sort of whimsical sort of sound is like they like they're using a lot of minor keys in contrast to like the very like major like sort of like part like vocalizations during the chorus. So yeah, again, like there's just so much nuance to Red Velvet production that I feel like people don't necessarily notice, mostly because they don't listen to these tracks, but also just because I guess most people never really pay attention.
They're missing so much out because so much of Red Velvet's best songs are on the album.
I feel like Red most K-pop groups are like that.
Well, I feel like it's more so with Red Velvet.
Oh, definitely.
In my
opinion.
opinion.
I feel like there's some Red Velvet album tracks that are better than singles. It's like it's not even close sometimes.
Like you mentioned Huff and Puff. Like that is one of my favorite songs. I love
Huff and Puff so much. That's why I love. That's why I love these.
Yeah,
two
that's
songs.
my favorite. Yeah. Yep. I feel like that's just the thing with SM girl groups. I mean, like Soshi, not so much. Like they pretty much kill it with most of their title tracks. At least early on, but for FX and Red Velvet, both their
albums are immaculate, unprecedented.
Yeah. Next is Perfect 10. So this one, it's another like velvety track.
This is where it definitely becomes like Velvet, I think.
Yeah.
Like the rest of the album, I think from here on is pretty velvety, I guess.
Yeah.
Though it is called Perfect Velvet on the album.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, this is Perfect 10.
Which is a velvet track.
Yeah, I like that.
This is another Obi Klein production. It's interesting to see like how there's a lot of similarity between this and Chaotic by Odd Eye Circle, but I definitely could still sort of like feel like the Red velvetiness in it, if that sort of makes sense.
Yeah, this one reminded me of like most of like out of Red Velvet songs, like of like maybe like Automatic, something like that, where it's very stripped back and it's their vocals.
Obi Klein might have written that too. Not even joking. You might have written Automatic.
No, Automatic. Yeah, I have no idea. That's one of one of my absolute favorite Red Velvet songs.
I will check. Keep going.
But yeah, like again, I just love like what he adds to the production, like the sort of.
It's also really interesting there being like trap beats in an R&B song.
I mean, it's sort of the go-to now.
Oh no.
It is? Is it really?
No.
That's interesting.
Oh yeah, it's Daniel Klein and Charlie Taft.
I told you, because Daniel Klein and Charlie Taft are just like two like masterminds at like producing music, especially with like Charlie Taft, especially because she does R&B music, like what we heard in their station songs. So like, like this is their forte. Like they know how to produce it, like these kind of songs.
Yeah, I mean, nonetheless, they always, like Andrew said, they always like kill it, I guess. Especially like again, Red Velvet. I think they're definitely going to be my successor girl group after everything's said and done.
Yeah, I'd have to give
I
it
keep
to them
drifting
over Twice,
closer and closer to them every time they come out with anything.
Yeah, but just because
they always produce albums that I actually listen to as albums.
Yeah, because like to be completely honest, like even to some level, Soshi didn't like sort of attract me on a music level like as much as Red Velvet does right now. Maybe it's because of a recency bias, but it just feels like nothing ever goes wrong with their music ever. Like it's just hard for me to say, but
Yep. Next is Another Love. This is a little more funky.
Oh, it's called About Love on Apple Music.
Oh, About Love, sorry. I can't read. I'm tired. It's late.
It's 11. Almost done. Don't worry.
No, yeah. So About Love. So yeah, this is another like more. It's a little more funky. It's more normal pop.
This song reminds me of like Zion T, like that sort of style as far as the bounciness and stuff like that.
Yeah, the production definitely.
R&B vocals.
It kind of reminded me of EXO in a way.
Because
a lot of
I could see that as well.
A lot of EXO's album tracks are like
their
this.
album tracks.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is definitely their most like normal pop song. Like it's not crazy. Like there's not like crazy weird noises or like effects or anything. It's just like pretty standard. It's good. It's not a bad thing. It's just it definitely stood out to me on the album as being like the most normal.
There's something about this song. It's very SM, I guess. It's more than any of the other songs. Because I could also see this being on like a Soshi album as well,
or like SES. Like this definitely is taking from that. Oh, I feel like a lot of the album is taking from 90s R&B, but this one especially the most. Where like especially in the beat, like it sounds like so like 90s R&B. Love it though. Love it.
Yeah.
Another thing is Irene's rap. I always look forward to Irene rapping. Yeah, like she's not like a rapper, but I love her raps every time. Like they're always so catchy and like nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She's just because she has a nice voice when it comes to that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yep. And last is Moonlight Melody. It's a Red Velvet ballad.
Sorry.
One might be one of my new favorite Red Velvet ballads. Like this was excellent.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, it's really good. I don't think it's as good as One of These Nights, because that's actually my favorite Red Velvet song.
It's up there. It's up there.
Yeah, it's really good.
This is produced by Monotree, who also produced Hear the Sea on the last album. So yeah, it's definitely similar sort of vibes. But what this reminds me of in particular is, I don't know if you've heard the song My Answer by EXO, but it's almost the same like sort of like style where it like just very like slow piano ballad, but then it does a good job of building up to the chorus. Like it's just like very like I guess powerful in a way. So yeah. I guess that's probably why I'm attracted to Red Velvet so much, because they are in a lot of ways very similar to EXO in terms of their vocal talent.
Yeah. One thing about this song that I like a lot is the instrumentals are pretty simple and standard, but they do a really good job of sort of like coaxing you throughout the song, paired with the vocals. It's what it reminds me of kind of is Sailing by SNSD, their station song from the beginning of the year. Yeah.
Or that was last year, yo.
Last year, yeah, that was last year.
That was when they were still around. Then they still existed as like eight members.
God damn it!
They're
Keep
gone.
forgetting that happened.
Yeah, it'll definitely get shoved in your face if they ever have a comeback.
Yep.
Yeah. God.
It's gonna be sad.
All right.
Overall, I keep going back and forth. I can't decide. Any more time? You guys go.
Okay.
I'll go.
Andrew.
Like I said before, this album solidified where I hold Red Velvet in terms of like my favorite like artists, and I think even for SM artists they've overtaken like EXO, which is saying a lot because I've been an EXO fan for 6 years now. So like, like 5.5, I guess, just his pre-debut stuff. But like, it's every time they release music, for the amount of music that they've released in 1 year, they've had 2 minis and one full album in this year, and all of it's been excellent. Which is why, like, they might be my front.
Rookie was this year.
Yeah, like they might be my front runner for Artist of the Year because like
definitely
they're that good. They're just that good. So this is a 10 out of 10, 6 out of 6 for music, 3 out of 3 for concept. Especially I love like their visuals and everything. Bias, I'd give 2 out of 1 if I could, because I love Red Velvet so much. Like, I don't know what else to say. This it's perfect. It's perfectly Velvet.
So I also gave it a 10. Like Andrew said, I don't want to give 10s to so much stuff, but like I love K-pop so much that they keep coming out with so much stuff that I love. Like I feel like I would be better served having a 100 scale instead of a 10 scale.
Yeah, we probably should. To be honest,
if I give
I'm in the same boat.
If I put this on a 100 scale, this would be like a 95. Like not even, it'd be that good.
Yeah, like really, really good. Yeah. Like the only thing that would hit absolute 100 for me would be again like Epic High's last 2 albums, My Voice, Holiday Night, which 3 of those came out this year, which is ridiculous. Like this definitely is like mid to high 90s. This is really, really great.
Yeah. To prove I'm not jumping on the bandwagon, I did say I don't know if it's gonna show up. I did say originally I was gonna give it a 10, and I'll stick with that. As much as I was disappointed, like I like Peekaboo. I like Peekaboo. Yeah. I like the song. Don't get me wrong, but
you say it's a low 10.
Yeah. Like I loved every song on the album other than Peekaboo, like so much. Yeah. So I still gave it a 10.
Yeah.
Yep. Like, so then definitely it's truly Daebak album.
Yeah, it's a perfect. It's literally perfect 10.
30 out of 30.
Yo, how can they have
ranking?
How can they have a song called Perfect 10 on here, but only have 9 tracks?
Oh,
ruined.
Deluxe edition, please.
Like, I just like bravo to every like Red Velvet's production team, because it's just like everything.
Definitely,
everything they've just done is amazing.
I want to see Red Velvet live really bad. Please come to America.
Red Velvet. I'd want to see Red Velvet more than like any other group right now. Yeah. Like even more than like 101, or even more than like, I don't know, even more than Epic High.
Yeah, like top 3 I want to see is Epic High, Tan, and Red Velvet. Like any of those, my life would be complete. Like, just let me see any of them.
Yeah, I think the only group I could say more than Red Velvet would probably just be A-Pink, just because they're number 3 on the list, and I've never seen them still. They were the only group I didn't get to see in Korea that I really wanted to.
Yeah, even got the Panda Bong inbox. Yeah, fully ready to be used.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, just
and then Dreamcatcher is the other one.
Yeah,
we'll get to them in the next topic
one day.
All right, okay. So
let's do a short topic.
3.
I'll try to keep it short. All right, so at Anime NYC, most of the time I was there because I was there for like I guess a couple of hours over the weekend. I was all of my friends, or the people I knew that were there, are into rhythm games, and in particularly a game called Pump It Up, which is like the Korean version of DDR basically. And I guess wanted to talk about that because
Is it actually Korean?
Yeah, it's by Korean.
Yeah, Pump It Up's Korean.
The Korean company is called Andamiro.
It's basically a Korean like version of Dance Dance Revolution.
DDR.
Yeah,
I wasn't sure if it was.
They even changed the foot layout. So it's
corners.
It's corners, and then there's a center button. Yeah, it's so weird.
I think I've played it.
It's so weird.
They have it at Dave & Buster's.
And I suck so... Yeah, it's at Dave & Buster's, and I suck so bad
The old version.
I suck so bad.
I just didn't know it was Korean. I just assumed it was a different Japanese company that, like, was okay with K-pop or something.
I
don't know.
Yeah, I guess why I wanted to bring it up is just, like... It's like it's like it went under the radar and it had all this K-pop like all this time like and I never knew, and I'm just like now I want to go like balls deep into like trying to play Pump It Up.
So the one that I saw on your was it Instagram that you uploaded that video of your friend dancing on
Angelina. Shout out to Angelina, by the way.
Yeah, it said Pump Up 2. The one that they
Prime
have at Dave & Buster's, Prime 2. Okay, yeah, they only have Pump It Up Prime 1 at Dave & Buster's. So it's like stuff from like 2011, 2000.
Yeah, because it seems like they update the track list every couple of years, but like just to
like what the newest thing they have on there I think is like Kara, Pandora, A-Pink, No No No. I think that's Crayon Pop, Bar Bar Bar. Those are like the newest ones.
Bar Bar is so like because okay, so like people are I guess the main difference between at least from what Wikipedia says, the main difference between Pump It Up and DDR is that it tends to cater more to freestyling or just like craziness, because there's a game mode there where you have 4 people and then they're basically stepping, because you know how like there's 2 dance pads on like a machine, right? So there's a game mode where you step across the pad and then you run around to the other side, and then the next person there's like arrows, and then it brings you across the pad, and then you keep going, and then there's some times where like you stop and then you have to hit all 4 people are on the pads, and like they all have to hit like it's basically like Twister or whatever. It's insane.
Oh, that's crazy.
But yeah, like there's But yeah, like there's with Bar Bar Bar, there's like parts where 3 people are like trying to switch from one side to another while doing like the jumping part. The step chart for Bar 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 looks so fun. I guess it's like I just never knew how like so much K-pop there is. Like, okay, so here I'm gonna read off like some highlights from Pump It Up Prime's like set list, just to give people an idea like of how how in-depth it is with K-pop. And I guess the cool thing is, though, I was explaining this before maybe, but like there's a lot of people, like I don't know how much intersection there is between like rhythm music players or like dance players or Pump It Up, but like there's a lot of people that sort of like are exposed to all these K-pop groups that you never hear of in America just because of Pump It Up. Like in particular, like one person was like, because we were in a Korean bar or whatever, and they were playing Mamamoo on the TV, and they're like, "Oh, that's Mamamoo from Pump It Up." I'm just like, "Yo, you know who Mamamoo is from like a video game? What?"
Yeah, that's great.
Because like, okay, they have Bang Bang Bang, they have Me Gustas too. I don't know how do you. G-Friend has to be in like this kind of game because their choreo like translates so well to like rhythm.
Well, I mean, A-Pink is in the old version. They have Epic High. Like I actually danced to that on the old version. Yeah, they have Epic High's 1.
Yeah.
On it.
Okay.
That's how I noticed the game. I was like, wait a second, that's Epic High over there. Like, I had to go look at it.
Okay, so I'm just trying to note off all the ones I know. They have Rhythm Ta by Icon. They have Chase B by Dreamcatcher. They have Pick B by Produce 101. They have Jackpot by Block B. They got Gotta Be You by 21. They have Boom Baya. Boom Baya by Blackpink is such a popular song. Like, not even joking. Like, everyone plays it.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
And then Dreamcatcher, like I guess I can bring it up later, but Dreamcatcher's step chart is insane. Like Dreamcatcher, like Chase Me is known as like a hard song in the game. Like I played it. Yeah. I played it like with my friend Angelina, and like it was hard for her to like get like an A rating. Like I failed obviously, but like it's because it's like because you know how like the song has like slow parts and then like the chorus is really fast. Like the step chart's insane for Dreamcatcher, and it's so cool that they're in a game, so people are gonna get more exposed to Dreamcatcher.
Yeah, that's really cool. I wonder. Never mind.
What?
I forgot it actually is still a Korean company, so never mind. I was wondering if it's because they're more popular in Japan. That can't be it.
I don't know, but Big Bang's Sober, Up and Down by EXID. They also have Good Night. They have You're the Best by Mamamoo. Number 9 by Tiara. I don't there's a lot of Tiara in this for whatever reason.
Who?
I I don't recognize it.
I don't need another 40,000 tweets from one person.
That was about BP Rania.
Oh, that was about Rania. That's right.
Okay, so yeah, the previous year.
No, they're not BP Rania anymore. They don't have a black member.
Yeah.
They're just Rania.
See, the previous year they had Bar Bark by
There's P
Crayon
Rania.
Pop, Vix is On and On, Elvis. Of all the AOA songs, why did they pick Elvis? Why not like why not like Heart Attack? They're
like Heart Attack, yeah, or like a cat.
Yeah.
Very good by Block B. I'm sorry by Pandora by Car. I need to play that. That sounds
that's on the old one.
Venus by Shinhwa, Dal Shabet's Hate Don't Hate.
Yeah, those are on the old one.
Sugar Free by Tiara, Her by Block B, which seems like an amazing chart.
Yeah, these last ones are on the first version of the game.
Yeah,
No by A-Pink, Epic High with 1. I don't recognize anything else. They have Daddy Yankee on here? What the hell?
Why not? You gotta get the Latino
Nobody
fans
by Wonder
happy.
Girls, Bad Girl, Good Girl by Miss A. Oh my god.
Yes.
I need to play that. Step by Kara, I'm the Best and Can't Nobody by 21.
Step.
Ooh.
Shanghai Romance by Orange Caramel. Fantastic Baby and Lie by Big Bang. Heartbreaker by G-Dragon. Hands Up by TPM. Be It Mine by
There's
Infinite.
an upsetting omission of SNSD from this.
Yeah,
probably
why is
SM
it?
licensing.
I don't think there's any SM groups because it's just it's YG.
No, it must be
I was say SM probably just doesn't want to license it.
Yeah, probably because they're stupid. But yeah, there's just so many good songs in this entire game. Like, I guess I'll just go to the watch together thing so I could just play some of like the step charts in the background while we're watching or while we're talking about it. But yeah.
Oh, this guy's got his own machine. That's amazing.
This guy has his like own machine and everything. And like here, I'll go to like the chorus part. Like the step chart is insane for.
Yeah, that means he has his own dedicated room for Pump It Up. Yeah.
D25 is the ranking because I mean D means double, and I think 25 is like this is like one of the hard like highest ranking systems.
Oh my god.
And I'm just like, I can't hit one note.
Dude, how does he do it? I don't know where to put my feet.
Yeah, that's definitely the hardest like transition. If you play DDR, it's just weird. Like it just takes a lot of like mental like focus to just hit diagonals instead of like the straight ones, and especially the center button is so hard to remember that it exists.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this step chart's insane, but I think this guy's named J-Boy.
Yeah, that's just crazy. Like, oh, this is 21. Oh my god, that doesn't look like it'd be that hard, but he's.
Wait,
he had to hit all three buttons.
Yeah, he had to hit 2 with 1.
God, like I don't think I'll ever get.
I don't
this
know
guy.
how people play.
Like I want to get into it, like because have you heard of Chinatown?
Look
Fair?
at his feet.
Chinatown Fair is a really popular
ridiculous.
like New York City arcade, and that's where a lot of like Street Fighter professionals go, and they have the Pump It Up Prime there too. So I'm gonna wander into there. I'm so scared to play.
See if anybody's playing it.
Yeah, no, it's pretty popular because that's how Angelina, my friend, like made a bunch of her friends because she went down there to play Pump It Up a lot. So. And she'd probably, I should have her on the show sometime because she's definitely the Pump It Up expert. She knows way more than I do, but God, like even that, like they're just so effortless when it comes to like trying to do all these step charts. So, like, but of songs that I wish were on here, like I'm trying to think of like what songs would you like them to add?
To add, KARD.
KARD. SM stuff.
Yeah, like Red Velvet, SNSD, Super Junior, Shiny.
Yeah, definitely
Boa.
Shiny.
Boa would be really good for that.
I think Boa's on an earlier one. I think they have SES on here, like an earlier one.
Yeah, SES would be good too, because these dancing games are really good for the 90s music.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I mean, they were born out of the 90s, so a lot of it's just like really like inspired by like sort of like b-boying and that sort of dancing, but I
love that Pick Me is on this.
Yeah,
it's
Pick Me. I did Pick Me. It's so hard. You would think that this song would be so easy, but like,
yeah, I don't know. IOI branch group songs.
Oh no, Very 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 would be a good song for this game.
Yeah, all of IOI stuff Crush would be good. Very, very, very definitely be good.
Yeah, like I'd love
Pristine stuff,
I'd love to see how
stuff.
I wonder if there's anywhere you can suggest like how to add songs or like how to sort of expand their library, because there's just so many K-pop songs that I'd love to have. On some type of Red Velvet song would work. Like maybe like Red Flavor would be a good choreo to this, because it's like literally all stepping. So
I wish all the machines weren't like. I wish they were updated by software rather than
no. That's how it is.
machine.
That's how it is. Because like after a certain point, all the machines are just running off the same hardware, so you just update the song list.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just your Dave and Buster's.
Because the one at Dave and Buster's is like not updating them at all. Like I went to one in Rochester, and the one in Syracuse had the same stuff.
Yeah, because sometimes the cabinets are like they might be an older cabinet, but they just upgrade the software because it comes out every. I believe the next version might be coming out in like 2018 or whatever. But yeah, okay, so oh my god,
Hopefully
this guy got an S rank.
Update it.
Well, I mean, granted, it's only 15, but like I think it goes from like anywhere from like 0 to like 30 or something like that. I was playing on level 6 and I failed. Like that's how crazy like hard this game is. Like level like an intensity level of 6 is enough for me to fail. And I mean, I guess I'm in a weird position when it comes to rhythm games. Is that I know enough about rhythm games or like guess playing music that I can follow it. It just sometimes it's just like too fast or too slow. Like, or
I'm not coordinated enough with my feet. Like I can only do up to like 4, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, we definitely have to try this, because there's like next time we meet up, or we'll go to Chinatown Fair and have someone record us playing like a 3-person sort of across 2 paths.
Dude, I'm gonna ruin it worse than anybody else.
We're all. It's gonna be funny. No, it's gonna be funny, but like
I haven't played DDR in like I don't know 15 years. I had the PS2 version. Like I
have DDR Max and everything.
Extreme 2. DDR Extreme 2, yeah, DDR Max Extreme 2, with the dance pad, but that was like middle school or whatever. It was like probably before Jacob was born.
You weren't in middle school when I was born.
No, but this game is. My eyes have been opened in terms of like Pump It Up, and if anyone lives in the New York City area and would like to like be my friend and go there, so it's not that scary, because I feel like everyone's gonna judge me because I'm ass at dancing. Hit me up.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, man, I'm definitely in like uber like noob territory right now, because I don't know what I'm doing, but I will learn, and I one day like it's just like my dream is just like to be able to like do like a high level K-pop song, like maybe not Chase Me, because I don't think I'm ever gonna get Chase Me, because like. It's like maybe just like a high level K-pop song, just like on like a high difficulty, and then I'll be happy, and then I could just maybe record it, and then I'll never play the game again or something, or until they add more K-pop songs the next year. So, yep, that's all I wanted to talk about. Pump It Up, go play it. Go look for it in your local arcade.
Yep. So, thanks for sticking with us this week. Please subscribe on YouTube if you only listen to audio, and if you only go on YouTube, I don't know, leave some comments or reviews on our audio stuff. Everybody go check out our KARD reaction.
Go review iTunes. That apparently helps iTunes a lot. And
yeah,
I don't think we have any reviews. So if you listen on audio, or just even if you do YouTube, just go give us a review on iTunes.
Yeah, that'll help us a lot. Just get more exposure. Like, we put out a lot of content, but we don't have a lot of subscribers yet. So
we'll get there one
trying
day.
to build up that audience. And so thanks for sticking with us, those of you who listen all the way through every week, and see you next week.
Hope you had a good Thanksgiving, even though this takes place in the future, well past Thanksgiving.
Takes place the day before.
And you might not be from the U.S.
Well, I wish you a happy Thanksgiving anyway. I don't care.
Yep.
But stay creamy. Pump it up.
Throbbingly creamy.
God, freaking pump it up and stay throbbingly creamy. Can we get any worse? Come on.
But this is like, I mean, if it's pretty much exactly what you expect from a lovely title track. Like, and like, I'm gonna say that about almost every song on this album. Like, I described them as their genre with lovelies in front of it, because it's how they do their songs. Like they're like G Friend.